Welcome back, guys, to another Invest in Your Future episode here. Like always, trying to get the podcast going because it's the slowest. But thank you guys for joining me again for another episode. It's uh it's nice to have people who follow and who reach out and comment and like and subscribe and do all these nice things to show love, and we appreciate that. So like yourself, if you're new, please like, subscribe, comment. Let us know how we're doing. Let us know something you want to hear. And maybe we could bring you on the show, or maybe we can bring a guest on that you suggest. Something, just contribute to something. I want to become a society. I want to be a little community of investing in your future. So I want comments and feedback. So, you know, stuff those likes, those things that you can subscribe to. So please subscribe wherever you're listening to. Let me just get the podcast ready here. Let me see here. Podcast is to load. It's crazy slow. But I always show you the behind the scenes here. So we're about to get the show started here. Let's see here. All right. On Facebook. Welcome back to another episode of Invest in Your Future. I'm your host, Kenny, CEO of Kirunda Group Corporation. I want to thank you guys for joining me on Facebook Live, on Instagram Live, and also on YouTube. And if you listen to this on a podcast on, iTunes, thank you for joining me. And I want to say thank you for all the people that have been sending comments and likes and subscribing and buying tickets to the event. I'm going to be describing in a minute. And I just want to say thank you guys for the support. It's always nice to get the support from people around me and the people from afar. So we are having the event June 30th, Hilton Garden Inn in Burlington. It's going to be big. It's going to be life changing for a lot of people because it's information that they never got taught. And I appreciate the fact that people are coming out, but I also like the fact that I'm giving out information. I'm giving out, stuff that could change and help people. That's the biggest thing that's actually more fulfilling than just, anything else. So June 30th, Invest in Your Future seminar, 0 to Millions in Assets. June 30th, 4 to 7 at the Hilton Garden Inn in Burlington. That's 5 Wheeler Road in Burlington, Mass. I hope to see every single one of you guys there. If you need a ticket, contact us at 781-244-0009, or wherever you're listening to this is going to be a link to Eventbrite where we are selling tickets online. So please purchase your tickets before they run out. That's Eventbrite, and just search Invest in Your Future and you'll find us, and we will get in contact with you with your tickets. Now, at the event, we are going to be teaching almost everything in terms of what I've learned, and what I've witnessed from other people in terms of how they became successful. So from 0 to millions in assets. That's why the name of the seminar. So I want to teach people from coming from zero. If you have zero, I mean, you're coming from even negative. I want you to be able to see a light at the end of that tunnel, because it's dark. Because let's say you have a lot of debt. Let's say you have zero. You don't know where to start. I want this event to be able to start you and launch you off and do something big for yourself. Now, We're going to be teaching about credit. We're going to be teaching about finances. And we're going to be teaching about investments. Those are the important things that will get you into a better situation for yourself. Those are the most important things that you should focus on. And we're going to teach you how to do it and how to really be efficient. If you want to focus on making sure that you have a healthy lifestyle for your family, for your future, it's just that important. It's just that important to be able to invest in your future on not just a daily basis, but a yearly basis. And this event is not free, because if it was free, people would not take it serious. So understand that that's why it's very important to keep your focus on not just learning this stuff, but implementing this stuff, implementing it. This is the most important part, implementing it. So come see us, buy tickets, tell your friends, family. We appreciate you guys if you come out. Now, today, I'm going to be discussing a little topic here that people maybe need to understand. It's relative income versus absolute income. Relative income versus absolute income. Now, when you think about people, if I gave you a situation, if I gave you a scenario, and the scenario is you're looking for a job, and I offer you two jobs, I offer you two opportunities. The first job pays you $100,000 a year. The second job pays you $48,000 a year. Now, the first option, human instincts, is people are going to go for the $100,000 job. That's just instinct, because you want to survive on a higher level. But now, if I put in this situation, the $100,000 job, you're going to have to work 60 hours a week. And you're going to have to move to a higher cost of living area. And for the $48,000 job, you can stay in an area wherever you want to stay. And you only have to work 20 hours a week. Now, that's the difference between absolute and relative. So if you are going after the job that's working 60 hours, we live in a high, expensive area where rent and meals and, everything is expensive, that $100,000 is nothing. You're actually going to be on the poor end. But if you pick a job that's $48,000 a year, but you only have to work 20 hours a week, now that's being efficient. That's going after relative income, because relative to the hours that you work, you're making more money. So let me give you an example. So the $100,000 job that you're working 60 hours a week, if you do the math, you're really only making $35 an hour. Now, the $48,000 job that you're only working 20 hours a week, you're making more per hour. You're making $50 an hour with less hours, with less time of also for yourself. So that's being relative. That's using relativity in terms of relative income. That's what you want to go after. People automatically want to go to, I want to make $100,000 a year. Yes, everybody wants to make $100,000 a year. Everybody wants to make more than that. But they don't understand that it's going to take a lot of input and a lot of effort to make $100,000 a year. Yet you can put yourself in a situation where you can make, $40,000, $50,000 a year with less time, less effort, and you can implement it even quicker. And relative to your time, you're making so much more money. You're investing in your future by only leveraging those 20 hours a week and making $50,000 a year. It's all about, using your time wisely, but also using your skills wisely. Now, if you're making money hourly, it's really important to improve that hourly. It's really, so I charge $550 an hour for my consulting, because the skill is there. The skill is there in terms of what I do. So don't focus on and I don't really hate charging per hour. I really want to charge per project or so that's being relative. I don't want to make per hour. I want to do one event and make 10, 30, 40, 50 grand. That's being relative. That's understanding that it's not about, it's not about per hour. You really don't want, you really want to stay away from per hour. That's really for the poor. And if you do per hour, charge a significant amount. Charge a very, comfortable amount that you feel you could take that hour from yourself and make some serious money. But otherwise, don't stay away from hourly. Learn to do per project, or per event, or per asset I acquire. Everything I get a check. I get a check that time I sign a new building. I get a check at closing. I give out checks, but I also get checks. That first of the month, I get checks. So these are all, I'm trying to take myself away from hourly. And same with yourself. Take yourself away from hourly and go to yourself to a relative where you're making money in larger chunks. You have a better chance of making more money. If you limit yourself to per hour, you are stuck. That's your limit. That's the amount you're going to make. That's absolute. That's absolute income. That's absolute. I'm making $100,000 a year. That's it. That's the cap. You do not want to have a cap on your income ever. That's a cap on your potential. That's a cap on your brain power. That's a cap on your your willingness to strive for more. So if you work 40 hours a week and you make $50,000 a year, you need to cut those hours to 20 hours a week and still make the same amount. So make 20 hours a week to $50,000 a year. Now you have more hours to do something else. That's what we're going to be teaching at this event, at this seminar, is stuff like this that people never got taught. Understand the difference between relative and absolute income. Stay away from absolute. Get yourself on the relative side. You'll make more money. You'll have a bigger chance for more success. It's guaranteed. This is how the big people think. This is how the people that have, things that you want to acquire. You wonder how these guys make so much money. They're not making, $10,000 an hour. No, they're making, $4 or $5 million on a deal. That's how you want to get to. That's where you want to move to. Understand, never put a cap on your income. Stay away from absolute income. Come to my event, June 30th, Burlington Hilton Garden Inn. You're going to learn the most important things that you can teach other people also about, credit, investments, finance. Learn from us. Learn from, from myself. That's the mistakes I've made. I'll show you exactly the mistakes I made and the way you could fix them in terms of credit. Learn how you are not handling your finances the right way, not producing enough. I bet you did not know the difference between relative and absolute income until you heard this podcast. And if you did, still come, because there's going to be even more information for you. So I appreciate you guys coming and joining me on this episode again. It's easy. It's easy for me to give out this information, but I want you to come join me in my seminar. It's easy for me to, to constantly come out here, but I have another business to run. So come and learn. In 3 hours. You'll learn more than I bet you've ever learned in school in terms of when it comes to finances and investments. I guarantee it. And if you don't, I'll give you your money back. And you'll be able to ask any questions you want. It's just the fact that all I'm doing is passing on the knowledge I received from someone else, or from a book, or from somewhere else. But I'm giving to you all in one package. So come join me, and it'll be great if everyone who came brought a friend also. That'll be great, because now you're helping somebody else also in that event. All right. Until next time, guys, reach out to us. info@kirundagroup.com. That's info@kirundagroup.com. Or find us on Facebook or YouTube or Instagram or Twitter. We're everywhere. Just Kirunda Group, KIRUNDA. Reach out to us. We love you. And if you want more information, come on. We're here for you. So come reach out to us. All right. Until next time.